All right, welcome to another ride. It is a Saturday afternoon, early May. But thanks to upstate New York weather, it is barely 50 degrees. My intent for this ride is to get out of Colony to the east, more or less as directly as possible. Ride through Watervliet and in Green Island and into Troy. And to travel up the Uncle Sam bike lane, or Bikeway, such as it is. And then back through Cohoes. New York State fixed and repaved Route 9 last year, the year before. Recently, they did nothing to improve the intersection with Maxwell, and then obviously Colony has done what actually might be worse than nothing to Maxwell, giving it the sort of typical Colony treatment of taking a pothole and turning it into a bump. I'm not sure what the engineering behind that is, or the recommended practice behind that is. I have to imagine that those bumps get chewed up by the snowplows every winter, making the potholes underneath even worse. But unfortunately, for better or for worse, my knowledge of road repair techniques was very limited. Fiddler's Lane, where we are now, is a great example of a road that really shouldn't have any striping. Narrow road, winding road, a lot of houses fairly close. Rather scary on a bike this time of day, because the shadows from the trees make it somewhat difficult to tell what's a pothole and what's not. But it is direct. I can't complain about that. $155 is a little dicey at this part between here and Delator. They repaved the eastern portion of it a couple of years ago, and it's quite decent now. You just have to get there. Fortunately, in this direction, it's mostly downhill. And being able to cruise at 25 miles an hour or so means you're not passed by quite as many cars. Or on a Saturday, none at all with a little bit of luck. I'm not yet quite experienced enough as a cyclist to want to push too hard speed-wise today. There's a lot of wind gusting around. Not so much to make you work a lot harder, but it's not really steady enough to make me comfortable at faster than about what I'm doing now, just over 25. How competitive cyclists manage the speeds they do is a little bit beyond me at the moment. I may get there at some point. Not to say I'll be competitive, but I might be able to touch the speed occasionally. But again, given the wind today, no reason to push. Fortunately, because it's Saturday, I don't have to worry too much, I hope, about being passed by a cement mixer. Normally I would just cut loose down this hill, and I enjoy that. But with the wind, I just don't have the confidence today. Which is fine. I don't like using the brakes downhill if I don't have to, but really not the end of the world. It is a beautiful day though, even if it's a little chilly. Watervliet is a city that has recently made some very decent strides towards being more bike friendly. The new connector between the Hudson part of the Hudson Mohawk bike hike trail and the Green Island and Cohoes parts of it are very decent. There are a couple places where it could be a little bit better, but it's really not bad. That being said, this section of 155 could use a little more attention from the county in terms of being better for cyclists. But I don't think they really have cyclists in mind at the moment. One of the challenges of living where I do in Colony is that while the region has pretty decent bike infrastructure overall, you can't get to any of it directly. All right, I think I would rather go straight and ride on the new trail from here than venture through Watervliet. Plus, I've only done it once, so this will be good. It does, however, end right at 787 and just sort of dump you